That's a lot of bubbles.
Wait, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Zevia vanilla cola. It's like a soda alternative, but it is a soda. But they use, I think that I don't know if it's pronounced stevia or stevia, but they use that for sweetener. It just has like less ingredients than like your average Coca-Cola would have. Like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients. 0 sugar. 0 calories, apparently. Not sure how that works. Good stuff.
It looks like you're just drinking water.
It does.
Like carbonated water.
It looks like I'm just drinking water.
I'm on the other hand drinking a
Bloody Mary.
Yeah. A strawberry banana body armor. If you don't know, then find out. It does, however, look like I'm drinking tomato juice. Don't do that. Chat, we know what I'm drinking.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Pine Cellar Podcast. We're your hosts,
Sam Marie
and Gia Angelina. This is episode 27.
This is episode 27. And
I'm thinking we call it Someone's Not Telling the Truth.
Somebody is not telling the truth.
Sammy came to me with the idea like a few days ago and said, let's talk about things we don't fully understand, but as a society or as a person, we pretend to understand.
Yeah, we're just accepting it at face value. We're not fighting anybody on it. We're just...
Because I feel as if like a lot of these topics, at least on my end, would take way too long to get to the bottom of, or we don't get to the bottom of, and just like I guess we can call it a day. Like,
yeah, and there's probably stuff that I could get to the bottom of on my list, but it's just like, even if I know, like, even if you're telling me that that's what it is, I just still can't wrap my head around it.
Some people get degrees trying to figure out some of this stuff.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
We posted on our Instagram. So we asked on our Instagram at pinecellar.girls some of your guys' responses, like what's one thing or a couple of things that you pretend to go along with.
Yep.
I'm cracking up. You guys are absolutely hilarious. I think me and Sammy should get through some of ours, and then we're gonna go through your guys's, because
yeah, somebody actually had a similar one to me too, and then some people had the same ones, which I thought was funny.
Yeah, J-Mag had me kicking my feet. I was laughing so hard.
Wait, is that Jenna?
Yeah,
hers was funny. Yeah, she was sending it all in. Yeah. We could probably do a whole episode on her responses.
Right. Her and Audrey Shreve are literally two peas in a pod, like evil twin. They're hilarious. They're president and vice president of West Liberty students, and they just 100%, I couldn't imagine anybody else for the job. They're hilarious.
And they came through with the responses.
Oh yeah, like some of the hardest working women I know. They're definitely leaders. They're cool. Officially moved into the new house.
We are officially moved into the house. We're seated here in the living room right now.
For the YouTube viewers, this is the living room. We got two big windows on either side of us right now. Sammy and I are posted up in the corner with Q-Dog.
Yep. There's a big old pine tree behind us with a lot of snow.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a lot of snow this week. I could barely work this week because of the snow.
There's got to be at least 5, maybe 6 inches sitting on the back porch right now.
Yeah. And Brian shoveled it yesterday because Q was having a hard time going to the bathroom outside because, you know, when he's squatting down, it's straight up his butthole's touching snow. And I don't know about you guys, but I would find that upsetting if I were Q-Dog. Yeah. And so Brian had to shovel some spots for him. They're covered in snow again this morning. So there's just no getting around this weather right now.
A lot of people online are talking about how on one side of the country it's a blizzard, like it's a complete snowstorm, and the other side of the country is on fire right now.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I think it's some type of omen, not like, oh, half the country is doing this, the other half is doing this. I think it's an omen that Hollywood, the center of media, is on fire.
Okay.
I think that's what we should be looking at.
Yeah. I mean, because there's been a lot of stuff, and I don't want to name any names so they're not coming after us, but there's definitely a lot of suspicious things going on in Hollywood right now.
Ooh. Can you do like Name one thing. Do you
Beyonce?
know? Beyonce. She's been, I think.
I just think it's getting like worse and worse too. Like about
Anyone
the
heard
people
about,
thanking her and stuff.
That's hilarious. Anyone heard about Diddy recently? What's he been up to? Like,
I don't know.
It's not funny, but that man is just like, I can't believe that. I don't know if he got out on bond. You know what I mean? He's probably a billionaire. I don't know if there was no bond.
He was denied bail twice.
Oh.
Most recently due to concerns about witness tampering.
Because his family was in the house, I'm pretty sure.
So, yeah, I don't think he's like fully indicted. Is that the word? What was the word you were using?
I think it's indicted. Sentenced.
Sentenced.
But I think indicted is also
another word.
Yeah.
Of endearment.
Maybe.
But they're not giving him bail because he's a flight risk and they're worried about tampering. So, but he is behind bars. They just haven't decided how long yet.
I mean, if I was Diddy, I'd disappear.
Oh yeah, the second they let me out,
I'm
second
gone.
they're like, oh, this much bail, fine.
And you know what? I might even fuck around and take my family because I got that much money.
Yeah,
It's one thing for yourself to disappear, but to take the whole family and disappear, yeah.
That's a different kind of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like too, it could just be because, like, I know California doesn't have as many seasons, but they are drier because of the winter, I would assume.
That's what I keep hearing. And you know what? Because it is wintertime, that does make sense. When Ronan first moved to Arizona, she was like, the heat is just different here.
Yeah.
It's like, it's dry heat. And every time someone says dry heat, that is one of the things that I pretend to understand because I've never lived there. It. Yeah, mm-hmm. I've never experienced it. I don't know. I live in West Virginia. It's humid.
Mm-hmm. And even I've only been an East Coast girly, so like Georgia, humid.
Right.
Massachusetts, it's humid during the summer.
South Carolina?
Yeah. Humid. North Carolina, humid.
Yeah.
But just the East Coast kind of gal. I don't really know what it's like out there when we did go to San Francisco, but it was like chilly when Brian and I went. It was actually really cold when Brian and I went, but it wasn't humid.
I'm excited to see what the aftermath of this is going to look like sky-wise, just because when Canada was on fire for a while, the U.S. was getting a lot of their draft from the smoke. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
One of my coworkers made a really good point yesterday. We were talking about the fires in LA. They said a lot of these homes that are being burnt down were built in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. There's lead paint in these homes. So it's not just like toxic flames. Like you have lead and whatever else fumes from these old homes are in there.
Out in the air.
Yeah. So air quality in LA is probably terrible right now. I hope everybody's safe. Their families are safe. I'm praying for y'all.
Yeah, definitely. That's so scary. When I went to PA school, I had a couple people that I knew who were from California coming to school there. And we were talking about like we had snow delays. They had like fire days.
That's crazy.
Days they didn't go to school because there was fires.
That's crazy.
I was like, I've never experienced that before.
And I can't seem to like understand how it could be so hot that something just catches on fire. Nothing had to start it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And then it just spreads. Like you had no chance. There was nobody like, what?
It is insane.
And on top of it being so dry, what are they talking about? Like 40 mile per hour winds? Am I made that up or did I hear that?
I don't know.
Whatever. I just know it's crazy out there.
Yeah, but definitely hope everybody's getting evacuated safely and bringing their animals with them and getting out of there.
The first thing that I put down on my list that I'm just like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Saturn and its rings.
Okay.
And I put this first because I listened to a podcast by Stuff You Should Know on Spotify. And they talked about Saturn and its rings. And Saturn is a gas planet. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand. I think like the middle of it is like water or liquid or something like that.
Honestly, I've probably been out of like school for way too long because I don't even know.
I don't think I really understand that a ring or multiple rings can surround a planet just like so much to the point where it's forming something visual. Like, these are what, rocks?
Is that what the rings are?
I think so.
Rocks?
I think so.
That's crazy. But they stay in that formation?
Yes. Yeah, and there's multiple of them. And they move.
That's it. That is crazy.
Hey, is this entire episode just us being uneducated?
I think it is. Because I don't know the last time I've thought about what the planets are made out of.
Saturn's rings are...
What grade do you learn about the planets?
Gotta be elementary.
Yeah, because I think I made those like styrofoam ball. Like,
Yeah.
you had to make that project of the styrofoam balls, and that's the last time I thought about them.
We when I was in high school, like mole day was huge. Isn't that like a number? You know what I'm talking about at Central?
Oh,
Mrs. Beaver did it.
I was thinking, my head went immediately to Groundhog Day.
No, mole day is something. So what she had us do, like when we were learning about whatever the fuck mole is, I forget.
Yeah.
Mrs. Beaver class, it was like a science class, had to be like biology or something like that. I
know
failed.
she did anatomies for us.
Yeah, I don't know. But she did this project called, it was during the mole chapter, you could make like a play on words, like almost like structure using a mole. She would give us like this pattern, like we could either glue or sew together. So I made the molar system, and I made, I spray painted these like styrofoam balls, and I like sewed together a yellow mole, and that was the sun, and I put these styrofoam balls around it, and that was my molar system. And I got bonus points.
Oh, nice.
I think I failed that class.
Oh no, that's crazy. Because Mrs. Beaver, one thing know about her classes, we would all get in there to take an exam. At least her anatomy classes, we'd get in there to take her exam, and you'd start going. She'd be like, "Okay, number 12 is B.
Write that down.
Yeah, she'd go through and give you
Maybe
20% of the exam answers, and then somebody like, and I was probably that student sometimes when like they'd catch something, nothing here is right, and like one of us would go tell her, and then she'd be like, "Okay, class, 38 is C." She'd give you so many answers. She
probably was making those tests up, or she found them and she's like, "Fuck, this doesn't contribute to what we just learned."
Mrs. Beaver was one of my favorite teachers ever, though.
No hate. I just can't remember if it was her class or Mrs. Carnitti's, because Miss Carnitti taught science for us too.
I know like a biology class, like, because I don't remember doing that like moles with her, but I know biology was a different teacher. But anyways, yeah, I don't think I understand Saturn either, because I didn't even know if it was rocks, or I assumed it was like gas.
Yeah.
But it's gas and rocks, or it's just rocks?
So it's rings. Let's go back to it. Its rings are made out of, Saturn's rings are generally about 30 feet thick. And
thick?
Yeah. Thick, like wide.
Thick? 30 feet?
Yeah, so like if it was from like that wall to like the road or something. I don't know how big 30 feet is.
That's crazy.
10 meters if you're metric, I guess. And they're almost completely composed of billions, if not trillions, of chunks of water ice.
You said here to here.
That's what NASA said.
If that's how many feet, I don't know.
Fuck, I know I'm 5 foot, so there's 5 right there. Right? Like,
there's 5 right there. So if we lay down 6 times.
How tall are you? You're like 5 foot-ish, right?
Yeah.
So like we could just lay, head to toe, fucking around. That's 10. Do it 3 times.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. And then there's water in the center.
Yeah.
Of all the gases,
which blew me, and it was like just hydrogen, right? Because there's like no oxygen. It was just hydrogen.
Oh, I didn't know you could get just hydrogen water.
Actually, yeah, my dad got a water bottle for Christmas. The hydrogen water bottle.
So he's just drinking Saturn.
Essentially, I guess. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I don't really get the planets either. And like if I think about it too long, it will give me anxiety to just think that we're this circular collection of water, earth, people, and we're just like here. Like, what if one day somebody decides they're over it and like they pop the bubble and we just fall out into space?
Yeah. That is kind of crazy how you can just be perfectly situated with nothing holding you.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Because that is freaky.
You're telling me there's no like pedestal we're sitting on?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think about it for too long though. It'll stress me out. Something I wrote down is the stock market.
Oh,
and I have nothing to add there because I don't know anything about it.
There's a club. There's a stock market club or like an investment club at West Lib, and I don't fucking know. I took micro and macroeconomics and still don't want to participate in the stock market.
Yeah, because that's kind of what the Wolf of Wall Street is about, right?
Never seen it.
Oh, okay. I think the Wolf of Wall Street's about this, like they work. Jordan Belfort. Okay.
There's that song. It's like Jordan Belfort.
Yeah. Honestly, maybe we should. Let's see what Google has to say. What is the stock? Should we ask ChatGPT?
So I know like the stock market is essentially trading shares of companies.
Yeah.
But
you're a genius.
Yeah, but the
that's exactly what Google says.
It's literally just like one big like trading like game.
But where does it like exist? You know what I mean? Like when you say the stock market, I'm imagining the flea market, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's because you can trade. I think you can like trade stocks. If we were just sitting right here, I could send you a stock.
Like, and that is the stock market.
Yeah, and I just don't understand if there's one website or is this like fucking ATMs? They're all over the place. You know what I mean? But some people can look at these graphs. Oh, Apple made $20 million last month. Well, that's like 0.3 million less than what they made the month previous, and then they're also not doing this too well. I think the stock market, like some people can analyze a business and all of their operations, and that's what makes them buy or sell.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how you can analyze a business and every single one of its operations by, oh, well, they, you know, the revenue was just like 12 less than what it was before.
Yeah, that the stock market does blow my mind, and I'd love to talk to somebody who gets it, but who could talk to me like I'm
stock market for dummies.
Yeah, but like dummier than dummy, you know, like
for Q.
Yeah, stock market for Q.
I'm sorry, Q-Dog. That's so mean. My next one was motherly instinct. I think it's dope. I think it's real cool. I think it's awesome how women can like see a baby and know exactly what they need to do with it.
Yeah, that's crazy too. But I feel like it locks in more like have your own baby and then you can lock in and know what to do. You know what I mean? So? I don't think if I went over to somebody else's house to babysit their 6-week-old and I myself have not had a kid yet, and that is also not my kid. If I went over there, like, I don't know what their cries mean, like the way their mom does, or the way a mother who's been through it before does. Like me myself not having that, I don't think I've released the hormones yet to get that.
Right. I think
I can keep it alive.
That's what I'm saying. I think like if you walked into somebody's house, found the 6 month, or like you go and babysit a 6-week-old, it's if in dire need, this baby starts crying, your first instinct, what? Pick it up, try to like soothe it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there's something there. I think once you have your own, it probably you can communicate through cries. You know what I mean? You know exactly what they're talking about. But I think every woman just left alone with a baby would be able to care for it, as long as they're not in distress themselves, probably.
Yeah. Whereas I guess not all men would be able to figure that out. Unfortunately. Right. But tell us otherwise if you think so.
Yeah. I guess I don't fucking know. It's the whole.
But motherly.
We'll have to ask Brian.
Yeah. He definitely knows how to like keep a kid entertained.
I think it might even be like you could feed this baby. I don't know. I feel like women just have something extra. Like there's just like that fifth
definitely
sense, you know?
Did you say 5th?
6th. See, taste, touch, hear, smell. Yeah, okay.
An extra one.
Yeah, motherfucker.
It's like, wait,
I
is
graduated
crazy.
with my bachelor's in business administration. I didn't pass too many science classes. I don't really know much other than marketing.
But yeah, motherly instinct is actually crazy. Something I wrote down is calories.
I don't know what that.
I don't get it. You're like, oh, 500 calories. And I'm like, okay.
What even are calories? I
don't.
know you burn carbs and that's how your body operates, right?
But you also burn calories.
So what,
like,
is
that's
carbs like energy? What are
carbs
calories?
is like sugars.
Oh, so what's
calories is like what's on the treadmill or like the stair climber when you're on it.
So how do you burn carbs?
Well, you'll also burn carbs though.
Oh, okay.
But calories is different.
Okay.
But what it is?
Obviously, I don't fucking know. Obviously, neither of us know.
Oh man.
Oh my
like
gosh.
if you're like, oh my gosh, I can't eat this like 1,000 calorie meal, but I'm like, that doesn't register in my head. I would rather know like how many carbs is it made out of, how much protein is in it, how many fats. That I can wrap my head around because those are things.
Physical, you can see those.
Yeah, and those are literal.
Yeah.
Calories though, it feels like it's just a metric somebody made up, and I just don't know that it's, I don't know, but
So
maybe it's not a metric made up.
If
Like
carbs are sugar, do you think calories are like a different type of sugar, or do you think they're
calories takes sugar into consideration, but it's not sugar in and of itself. Calories are made up. Let me Google what calorie is.
My chest is starting to hurt.
A unit of energy.
Is a calorie?
Yeah. What are calories?
Wait, so you want to eat calories?
Yeah.
So you want like a surplus of calories with the most minimal carbs you can get?
Yeah, depending on like what kind of diet you're keeping. Yeah. Like if you want low carbs, you could do low carbs. But if you don't want low carbs, you don't have to do that. But like calories are here.
Okay.
And I guess it's a unit of energy. But then like there's things that make up that unit of energy, which could be like carbs, fats, proteins, I think.
So with this theory, you think the amount of carbs would directly correlate to the amount of calories on a
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, and vice versa.
Yeah, but you could have something with 0 carbs and it could still be like 1,000 calories. Because it could be 300 grams of protein.
Okay. I just feel like my eyes just opened. Like, I don't know what. I still don't understand it though.
But like when people are like talking about calories, I'm like, let's just forget about it. Like, what's the food content, you know?
Yeah.
Which is carbs, fats, and proteins. Well, why the fuck are we putting calories on anything? I don't care about that.
Oh, just tell me what this is.
I'm
like,
getting hot too now.
Fuck. Oh my god.
I'm realizing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm realizing with everything we've said, we both don't know it.
I just don't know if like I don't know if people like aren't telling the truth or we're just uneducated. What? Okay.
So funny.
My next one kind of goes with motherly instinct is intuition.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I love like literally today, or it was probably yesterday. My mom just got a new Apple Watch, right?
Yeah, which she flexed that on us at dinner last night. I didn't know she got that.
Did?
Yeah.
It's literally the Ben 10. It's the Ultra one.
Yeah, it's big.
it's
Brian
fuck.
was like, "What's this flat screen on your wrist?"
Right. Right. Anyways, I was like upstairs in my room and I was just like cleaning or picking up or whatever. And I was thinking, I was like, oh, I wonder how my mom's enjoying her watch. And then a minute later, I get a text saying, I'm texting you off of my watch.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe some men do, but I've never heard men talk about like feeling an intuition about things other than like the stock market, but is that intuition or like their calculations? But intuition is so cool. Again, maybe something we should ask Brian about, but Brian is
Fuck, that was all. I just have my iPad zoomed in like 100%. And it's all the stuff I wanted to talk about, and it's right in front of Sammy's face.
I only saw one other one.
Okay.
But yeah, anytime I've not followed my intuition, like something bad happened. Like there was one time in high school that there was this party that Brian wanted to go to, didn't want to go to, I didn't feel good about it, and I didn't want to go. We went because I was a pushover, and the cops came. Another time, didn't want to go to this friend's house. She wanted us to go. Everybody's drinking there. I didn't. I hung out with her little sister because I just didn't want to. And then her mom came home, called the police, and made us all get tickets, including myself, the person who was clearly not even participating.
I'd be mad. I'd be so mad.
I
didn't
was
even want
so
to fucking
mad.
come.
I didn't.
Your mom's doing this shit.
Yeah. Those are like two big times I can think of. But yeah. Always follow your gut feelings. It's just not worth it. You know, like if you feel bad about something, but you're like, oh, but I want to go. But, you know, just sit it out. There'll be another time where you won't feel bad about it. But I like the good intuition things too. Like, oh, wondering how my mom's doing.
And she texts you.
Yeah.
I've had like, the more time I spend with somebody too, the more intuitive I become about them.
Yeah.
And like a lot of my intuition is yes, it has to do with parties, but I don't want to like base that entirely off intuition, because that could also just be anxiety, like, or social anxiety. Oh, I really don't think I want to go, like, or for some reason the timing didn't work out. Like, okay, I'm a big believer in like, if I hit every single red light, I was supposed to hit every single red light, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, intuition is crazy. I think it's deep down in your
It really is
bones.
like in your gut, in your core, because like that's where I'll feel it.
Yeah, me too. Or in my chest.
Yeah.
I'll feel it like
I think sometimes though I can tell the difference if it is like a social anxiety thing or if it is an intuition thing, where like I can tell that I'm like, I just anxious about going, and that's why and sometimes I still won't go because of that. But whereas like I'll really feel like deeply bad about something, like I am like, I should not be doing this, and most of the times you should not be doing it then. But
yeah, and I don't think we'll ever be able to understand what intuition is.
No, but just trust it. Right. I will always trust it for sure, even though I don't trust some of these other things.
Intuition gotta be a sign that there's something bigger than us. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Something that you're connected to that's deeper than just as conscious.
Yeah. Another one that I have is 9 to 5 office jobs. I've seen these people on Instagram, and they set up their phone and they're like, oh, I want to vlog, but I just work like a boring 9 to 5. And all they do all day is they're sitting there typing on a computer, and then they go get lunch at their cafeteria. Lunch looks fucking phenomenal at some of these places. Yeah. And then they'll go get like an iced coffee. Their offices are stocked with like Alani's, blah, 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 whatever. Looks elite. They go to like one meeting a day. They get up out of their desk for one meeting a day, and then their day's just done. And I'm like, what did you do?
Right.
What is your work?
Right.
And where can I do it?
You would hate it. You would absolutely hate it. Sitting in a like a cube like that all day and just typing. Yeah, I would love to like do to a meeting, go pick up an Alani, like, oh, I'll use the amenities you got for me. But to sit there and just like type it, I guess it depends on how long you're doing it for. Because if I could probably sit there for like 3 hours and lock in until I'm like, I gotta get the fuck up.
Yeah, but like most of these people have their AirPods in the whole time. They're listening to a podcast. They're watching YouTube. I could read a book.
Maybe you would like it. But watching YouTube and reading a book, like, what work are you supposed to be doing?
That is why I have somebody's not telling the truth. What are these jobs? Like, what are you getting paid to do?
These vlogs that you're watching, they're just like, doing?
Yeah. I mean, and then sometimes they're typing, but they never show you on Instagram what they're typing about the whole time.
It's probably like I don't know,
Bleep,
personal
bloop.
information. Like,
Yeah. But sometimes I'm just like, how did you get such like where do I find like this cushy job, you know?
Mhm.
Sometimes taking care of people gives me anxiety, like the pressure of like, oh, you're dealing with real people's lives. And sometimes I would like a job where you didn't.
That would stress me out. Yeah, that would, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm big on, like, here's my advice, but at the end of the day, like...
Yeah, do what you want.
Right. You know, this is your situation.
Yeah.
You know?
But, like, I'm like, I feel like some of these Instagrammers, did they just set up a cubicle in their home? Like, what is your job? Tell me the secret.
That's funny. Like, they pretend, you know how, like, you used to pretend to be, like, a grocery store or like a teacher or whatever. This is them playing pretend. They set up a cubicle.
Yeah. And like, not to even diminish anybody's work. Again, like your work could be so stressful. You could be fucking reading the stock market. I don't know. But what are you doing? Just tell me. Just let me know what the secret is.
My next one is the pyramids.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
We don't even have to go into that because
everybody's lost on that one, right? We can all agree.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about, oh, they had slaves build it for them. How the fuck did you know it was going to stand like that? Who gave you the blueprints?
Yeah.
You was just building it and just hoping it would stay or what?
Yeah.
Because these things are huge.
I would love to see them in person because I think like the awe of them would be like profound standing in front of it.
And I agree. And one thing I've come to learn is like I'm just, getting older. There's like the Great Pyramids, like everybody knows about these. And then there's like a couple, here and there. Like
other people's
just like some like oh the like King Tut is buried in a tomb, like Cleopatra is buried in a tomb, both in pyramids, right? But maybe their like little nephew was also like in a tomb, in a small little pyramid. Like
I think I just always think of the Great Pyramids. I don't think I've ever seen like pictures of the smaller ones.
I think there's a couple smaller ones.
That's crazy. I would love to see them though. Like go do the wonders of the world. Like go see the pyramids.
Them fat ass heads on Easter Island.
Yeah.
Where did they have bodies underground from what I've heard.
Where did it come from? Yeah, that stuff is mind blowing.
You know what else blows my mind, but like we understand this, the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, that's another like wonder of the world. Like
there's dead bodies in it. You knew that? When they were building the wall, they were just putting these people inside of the wall and closing them up, and whoever died during
the building process. Oh, wait, maybe I did know that.
That just blew that part is like, wow.
Yeah. But again, all those things would be so cool to see in person because I think it would really lock it in. Like, how did that get here? This was one that somebody else put on, but I put like phone calls, internet, the cloud, Bluetooth.
I don't get it.
How's it happening?
How do you have all this space when my computer can't hold a couple thousand files?
Yeah, that I actually also have beef with. Like,
wait,
just give me enough storage. Yeah. Why do I have to put it on iCloud?
Yeah. You guys are being stingy? That's gotta be what it is.
It is. It definitely is what it is. But how, like everything, we have a box plugged in, like it seems pretend. Imagine explaining this to somebody, either like an alien comes here, third world country, like those hidden tribes who have never been out of their tribe before, or somebody like 100 years ago. I plugged in a box and I called a guy on this cellular device and he told me the steps to set it up. And now because it's set up just from being plugged in, there's now wireless internet in the vicinity.
You're
and
now connected to everybody else who has this?
Yeah.
And some people who don't? Wait, wait, what the fuck do you mean you plug it in the wall? Like, what's in the wall? Like,
don't know. Electricity? Where did that come from?
You're telling me this this wire. Where's this wire connected to? Wait.
Like, I don't even know. And it just seems pretend. That box gives us Wi-Fi. Like, it's just a box.
And if they can make it like that, then do they even need to make the box? You know what I mean? Can it be like a chip? Like, can it literally just be like the size of your palm?
Probably. They're just making more
That's gotta
money
be what
if
a
they make
hotspot
it.
is.
Yeah. Yeah, because you could do a hotspot on your phone. Yeah, wait a second, guys. Why do I need that whole box if you could do a hot box just on your hot box?
Yeah.
A hotspot just on your phone.
Okay. I think I'm ready to start getting into the responses. Do you have any more that you want to bring up?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
What's a greenhouse gas?
Facts. What the fuck? And are they just from greenhouses?
I don't know, because aren't greenhouse gases what they're always like?
This
It's
is
polluting the earth.
Well,
But isn't a greenhouse good? So they must be two different things.
are greenhouses emitting greenhouse gases?
I don't think so, because greenhouses are where all the plants are.
Right.
Those are a good thing.
Right. And what gas are you really like emitting if you're just keeping it heated? Because then wouldn't your house emit it? You know what I mean?
So that's what I think. Greenhouse gases have nothing to do with greenhouses.
Huh. Okay. Do you have another one?
Yeah.
Would you get like? Should we turn the shed into a greenhouse?
Yeah, I would definitely.
Okay. Next. Sorry.
Unless it's emitting greenhouse gases,
Yeah.
I don't want to contribute to
Yeah.
the problem.
Bro, it's us. We're not getting rid of the problem.
I put what your dad does for work.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I
And that
pretend.
goes for everybody. That literally goes for what, like, I loved growing up and being like, oh, what does your dad do for work? I don't know. What does your dad do for work? I don't know. Like, me and my friends were clueless. We knew where our moms were.
Yeah.
Where's our dads?
And I don't know. I'm an adult. I still don't know what your
Yeah.
dad's doing for work.
I
I know he's
just,
working.
I know just because I went and worked with him when I was like 15, 16 years old. But like I thought it was hilarious as a kid, not knowing like
I knew what both my parents did, but it's because they were like nurses. I feel like every kid who has like medical parents, like they know what they're doing. And then I also put art. Like, I remember when we went to the Louvre in Paris, and like, I like to decorate your house, but I don't go to the Louvre and see art on the walls and just get it and like feel some sort of emotion. But people just walk around and look all day. I was also, 17 then.
I think this goes to the same way. Like somebody said one time that everybody hears music differently. And I think that's the exact same way as people like look at a picture or look at a painting or again hear music, just because we could sit here and listen to the same song and be tapping our feet two different ways.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Probably the same wavelength.
right. I think it's probably just a wire in your brain, how big it is, you know?
Yeah. But I think when things are for decorative purposes, I just can't, like when you go and see art and it's like $1,000
And it's a circle. What are you talking about?
Or
That
the
part
Mona
blows me.
Lisa, she's this big,
Real little.
real little, and they have it all caged up. You can't even see it.
I do wonder why the Mona Lisa is so famous, because I've seen so many portraits and self-portraits that are like, wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Why did she make the cut?
Yeah. And it is crazy too, because when you go into the Louvre, there are paintings that are, so some of the art definitely, I guess, the wires are just different, but there were massive paintings. You had to stand in one area just to look at a portion of it and then move on to another portion, How did somebody paint all of that?
That goes with like the people who were painting the cathedrals. Wow.
That is nuts.
And they're on ladders the whole time. They're literally looking straight up, just completely engrossed in it.
Their shoulders
Tore
exhausted.
Yeah. Quads tore up. Calves tore up. I know your wrist hurts.
Yeah. But that's the only other thing I have is no fucking idea what a hedge fund is. And then I put /investment /Roth IRA.
What's a hedge fund?
No idea. And we won't even elaborate because I have nothing to say about it. I know I have a Roth IRA. That's all I know, though.
Do you put money in it?
Yeah. Tyler Riedel handles it for me.
Oh, okay. I don't have a Roth IRA that I know of.
Yeah, I didn't get it until I started working and I had money to put into it.
Nice.
Should we shout out who answered? We should have asked if they wanted their names.
Yeah. Nah, they know who they are. This first one I'm looking at is hilarious. I know this girl from school. She's talking about living a valuable life. Just something you agree to. I guess yeah. Actually, on a deep scale, everybody just kind of wants that.
Yeah. Is she okay?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope she's all right.
Yeah, and it is interesting because what makes up a valuable life is different for everybody's interpretation too. If we want to make it serious, but yeah, that is funny. Someone put the Electoral College. Every time someone tries to explain it to me, I just smile and nod. And that's fair. Facts. I do the same.
Facts. Because all the checks and balances you lost me.
Yeah. I
feel like the maze runner.
Put my vote in and see what happens. Hope for the best.
I reposted this one, sourdough starters.
Oh.
Made me giggle and kick my feet a little bit because I've been seeing on people TikTok.
Yeah, and what do you mean you're putting yeast and whatever else you got to put
You're
in there?
You're telling me it's not growing because I forgot to feed it. It's flour. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And then some people's turn out moldy. And
it's crazy.
It's you did everything right and then it got moldy?
Yeah. You
what was I supposed to do?
You forgot to take it for a walk today or
apparently,
what?
Apparently.
You didn't read to it? I don't understand.
These sourdough starters, they're really people's kids. Mm-hmm. Another one that I thought was hilarious was domesticating animals.
That is hilarious.
What do you mean we just picked a couple of them and decided they had to be domesticated and then went through the process of it and now dogs are pets?
Yeah. I wonder who what the process of cows or horses was at first.
Yeah.
Because I feel like those were probably the first ones. Dogs have been domesticated so bad that new species have been formed.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah.
But also, who just decided to do it one day, Who formed the first bond with a dog and was like, this is right?
Had to be a wolf.
Yeah.
Had to be
coyote.
Tarzan.
Had to be who?
Tarzan.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. But I think domesticating animals, that one's hilarious.
The concept of free energy and being able to harness it gotta be what the fuck is a Wi-Fi box.
Yeah. When I was trying to understand this as a child and you're learning all these things and you're learning about the atom and blah, blah, blah. I just used to picture it as just there must be a bunch of invisible mini M&Ms floating all around us at all time. And sometimes we just scoop them up.
Oh, Sammy's one of the smartest people I know. And I love that. That's how her brain works. That's cool.
That's just how I was trying to figure it out as a kid, doing my best. Let's see.
Tie-dyeing loans and credit scores are 3 of them.
Yeah, credit scores messed up. Give it a rest, people.
Tie-dyeing, that might be a you problem. I don't know if
Yeah, I think I can wrap my head around that.
So. I don't know if that's what she meant or what, but loans and credit score, yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Maybe we should have her on a video and we could tie-dye some t-shirts. Yeah. I think I get loans. I just don't think I get why they got to have the interest rate so high.
Yeah.
But I understand how a loan works. You're borrowing money.
Yeah. And paying for borrowing money.
Yeah.
Um.
And I guess I understand a credit score as well, but doesn't mean I like either of those things.
The same woman who said those two things also said round earth. We gotta get her on the podcast.
I know. Which, a little valid sometimes, right? Like, I know, guys, I'm not a flat earther. I know this shit is round. But I still feel like sometimes maybe somebody's just gonna, again, pop the balloon and we'll just all fall out of this circle. You know?
Like start floating up?
Yeah.
Because who says we're not facing down?
Exactly.
Just dropped one day. What if gravity just reversed?
In which way even is up and down when you're in outer space?
Right. Space was one of mine. I just skipped it because how, like, what are you talking about? The farther you zoom out, there's multiple universes inside of galaxies or vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, there's multiple Milky Ways. What do you
Blows
mean?
my mind.
Yeah. And that's why I believe in a different timeline.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like, you think we're over on one of those? Like,
I think me and you are doing this exact same thing, but as Roblox characters. Built just like them. Oof. That type of shit.
and then another one we're like Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, I might have to go see one of these ones.
Yeah. I hope sometime and somewhere somebody invents like a screen that you could just sit down and flip through the different timelines.
Yeah, like we're like Bratz dolls in one. I'd like to go to that one.
I'd love to be a Bratz doll.
Yeah. 2 people said math.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Finances, insurance, any kind.
Yeah.
Ronan Saldana
Yeah.
said quantum tunneling oobleck mirrors. I've never heard of this before.
I don't know what that is.
I
So,
don't know.
Ronan, I'm with you.
Right.
I don't get it either.
I was laughing so hard at that. What are you talking about?
And then, yeah, mirrors is actually...
Mirrors do kind of
Yeah.
get me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think it's just really, really hot sand, right? But how do you mold that? Like, are you guys just putting sand down in the mold that you want and then lighting it on fire? Or do you think they're like...
See, I don't even know... I didn't know it was hot sand.
Because, yeah.
Actually,
Because
didn't
sea
know what
glass is a thing. And that's just sand, I think. But why is it different colors?
beats me. I didn't know what a mirror was made out of. That's why I was like, I was really with Ronan on that one. I was like, I'm with you. I don't know. I don't get mirrors either. Thor just saw himself for like the first time, like really saw himself for the first time in Gia's mirror. He like did a double take.
He said,
who's this guy?
Right.
We got another orange one here.
But only up there.
Yeah.
Only when you look too long.
But, you know, don't hate us too much for this episode. We're just girls trying to understand life.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
I swear we know how to do other things.
Yeah, like
I could revive you.
Facts.
But ask me about the stock market and I don't know what you're talking about.
It's good that you have a good, like, transferable skill. Sammy really does know how to take care of people. When I was trying to pick my degree, that was a big thought in my mind. Like, if the world were to end, what am I really going to contribute?
Yeah.
I just don't know yet. I don't know. I'm not even worried about it.
Me either. If the world ends,
I don't know, man.
I don't know what I'm doing. I might just go get Dairy Queen one last time and enjoy it.
A day. Like,
Call it the day.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'd be mad if Dairy Queen was my last ice cream. Because the Grove been fucking us up recently.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd have to go to the better Dairy Queen. Have to make a little trip.
Facts.
It's 10 minutes away.
Do you have anything else? Or should I introduce us to the Woman of the Week?
No, you can introduce us to the Woman of the Week.
Okay.
We've been dumb enough today.
The woman of the week this week is Doechii, aka Jayla Hickman, or Swamp Princess. Doechii is a Leo. She was born on August 14th. She's essentially just a rapper, a woman rapper. She's from Florida. That's where she gets Swamp Princess from. My first impressions of Doechii were on Tyler, the Creator's Chromacopia album. Have you heard of it?
That album, yes,
Yeah.
but I don't know much about her.
That's okay. So she was on, she's definitely done stuff before this Tyler, the Creator album, but this is where I first found her. She was featured on a song. The name of it is Balloon on his album. And listened to it. I was like, wow, this is kind of hard. Like she definitely itches something in my brain.
Yeah.
She dresses really well. She actually was nominated in 2023 by the Council of Fashion Designers of America on the Fashionable Celebrities to Watch list.
Oh, that's cool.
I think they picked like 20 celebrities, whatever, and she was in them. She got the nickname Doechii when she was bullied in middle school. She told somebody in her interview one time, she said, Jayla might have been getting bullied, but Doechii wouldn't stand for that shit. She just stood on it.
But wait, so where did the name come from?
I don't know. I couldn't find it.
Oh.
She just picked it one day, I think.
Okay.
She was like,
okay.
this is like her alternate personality. You know what I mean?
Okay. I thought like maybe somebody called her that, but then she just like reinvented it.
That would be dope if it did.
Yeah.
Doechii, let us know. How did you pick the name out?
Yeah. And Swamp Princess, did she pick that out or it just like happened?
I don't know. I don't know if like she was like referring to that. Maybe some of the music she made, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like that nickname, Swamp Princess.
Mm-hmm.
She started on SoundCloud, as a lot of rappers do and just artists do, just because who's going to publish your music off rip, you know?
Yeah. Unless you're Nepo.
Facts. Some of her accomplishments I put in here was that she was at Tyler, the Creator's Camp Flog Gnaw in 2024. That's you've heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's dope. She was an opener for SZA's Good Days tour in 2021.
Nice.
And then she also opened with Ice Spice and Doja Cat's The Scarlet tour.
Oh, those are fun tours.
Yeah. So she is real cool. Some really good things to note. In 2023, she had 3 Grammy nominations.
Damn.
It was 1 for Best New Artist, 1 for Best Rap Performance, and 1 for Best Rap Album.
Dang.
Yeah.
Did she win any of them?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No, but
I think it's enough to be nominated.
Agreed. Like,
if I was really nominated, I would just tell everybody.
I don't know when she started on SoundCloud, but like, I feel like she's really starting to get into the public's eye now.
Mm-hmm.
And for her to be nominated in 2023, it's 2024 and people are starting to be like, hey, she's kind of good.
Yeah. And you can be nominated for Best New Artist, I think, like 3 or 4 or somewhere from like 3 to 5 times.
Nice.
So she could still get that one.
She's dope. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to a bit more.
Put her on in the gym.
Yeah. Yeah, that's mostly what I would listen to, like hip hop or rap or R&B would be in the gym.
That's all I've got for the Cellar Dwellers this week.
Nice. Thanks for introducing us to Doechii.
Yeah. If you guys haven't checked out our TikTok yet,
I mean,
Sammy and I got a TikTok video. It's at like 34,000 likes.
Yeah, something like that. So I mean, you could go. We be putting stuff on our TikTok too.
What's our TikTok handle?
Oh, that one's also pinecellar.girls.
Nice.
On TikTok. We're at pinecellar.girls. Go see what's going on there.
All right. Thanks for tuning into the Pine Cellar Podcast this week. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bra.